to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku and Animation News Network here at Power Morphicon 2014-24 with
Paul Gittins.
And for people who don't know what you're from, what are you from?
Well, I'm from the Jungle Fury Power Rangers series, and I'm all the way from New Zealand.
Welcome to America.
Thank you.
Have you been having fun?
I have. This is the first time I've done one of these Power Morphicons, and wow, it's just a blast. The energy in this place is incredible. The buzz, the excitement, and all of the fans, they're just the most lovely people. I've had so many talks, so many chats with such fantastic people. I mean, let's face it, you know, these shows, they are nothing without the fans. It's a two-way street, isn't it, you know? Mm-hmm. So to meet everybody and for them to meet me has just been such a blast.
Did you anticipate that you were going to have this much fun?
I had no idea that it was going to be on this scale. I mean, this place is huge. The number of people here, the excitement, and you know, every once in a while you hear a roar go up from somewhere and you think, oh, what's happening over there, you know, and then it's over here. And yesterday they had a ranger and his Japanese equivalent there, and boy, that really took off. So yeah, it's like I've just had my eyes opened, you know.
Now, one interesting thing to know is that your character is actually a Power Rangers exclusive character.
Yes, Master Finn, they were spirit rangers that were created, but here we have the human form of the Master Finn, and then you've got the spirit ranger who is a separate entity, and then you've got the Zords, and then so the whole thing is sort of so many layers upon layers, which I found a little bit confusing at the beginning, but so I finally got my head around it all now. Well, I watched the whole series again before I came here, and I really enjoyed it. I thought, oh hey, no wonder people love this show so much.
So if you were given the chance to do the Power Rangers series, would you?
Oh yes, of course, yeah. It's fun. As an actor, you have so much fun doing it. I mean, hey, I loved the costume they put me in. I looked like a samurai. And the other thing was the double blades that they gave me to use. So, you know, I had to do a bit of research on learning how to use those. And of course, then the stuntmen, they do the really difficult stuff. And they all blend it together and they just make me look like a wonderful swordsman.
Now, when you first did it, did you know it was based on that, like the footage was coming from a Japanese show?
No, I have to confess, I didn't know too much about the Power Rangers series. I had seen a couple of episodes, but I didn't understand the history that it has. I didn't understand that it was another version of the Japanese show, and yeah, so it was all a bit of an education for me as I got to be in it, and then ever since to come here and watch it again and understand more about it. But yeah, the Japanese people worked on our show. They did a lot of the martial arts, and I have one funny story, which is when Tomoaki, he was the director of the outside battle scenes, and I think it might have been, you know, my first day or something like that. And when I watched it, I think it's the very first scene that I'm in when you first see me, and I'm roaring towards the camera, you know, with my sword going, like about to leap into battle. But what had happened there was that Tomoaki was wanting me to be bigger all the time, to be more expressive. So I'm not ready to do this super expressive one, and it was on a beach when we were doing it, and I got my foot down in the sand and took off and pulled my bloody hamstring. And so I had to keep going because it was in the shot. And so that look on my face as I'm running towards the camera, that is the pain from my hamstring. That is not acting.
Spirits shouldn't be getting injured.
No, they shouldn't. We're superhuman. It doesn't happen.
What other roles have you done beyond Power Rangers?
Oh, well, you know, I've been an actor for most of my life. I mean, I've done so much in New Zealand, of course. Done a lot of, well, I did a 3-year stint in a soapy serial called Shortland Street. I was the head of the clinic. That was a great introduction into that kind of filming. I've done countless TV and film roles in New Zealand, and there was a time when a lot of American productions were coming to New Zealand, and I was lucky enough to get into a lot of those. I also have a passion for theatre, and I have my own little production company that puts on theatre shows, and as soon as this gig is over, I'm back to New Zealand, and I'm into pre-production for that, which goes on in November. A show written by an American, actually, Lucas Sinat, and it was a Tony Award winner, 8 Tony nominations, and 1 Tony Award to the leading actor. It's called The Doll's House Part 2, and I'm really looking forward to getting into that when I get back.
And what's the name of your theatre company?
It's called Plumb Productions, Plumb. We're on the internet, we have a website, you can look it up.
Do you ever show those online for people to watch them, or is it strictly just...
No, unfortunately, the kind of license agreements you get to produce the shows doesn't allow for that, which is a shame. I'd love to film them and put them on.
What other hobbies do you do outside of acting?
Well, I love hiking, and that's what I do to sort of chill, go out. And New Zealand, of course, is full of the most wonderful scenery, the most wonderful hiking trails. I love to get it there and I'd go away for 5-6 days, pack on my back, all the food I need in my pack, and I usually go with my children, my Callum and Phoebe, my 2 kids, and we just love it. We just get out there and away from everything into the beautiful bush, beautiful rivers, lakes, mountains. Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Is there a production you would put on in your theatre that you are most proud about?
Oh, look, I think I'm so proud of them all. I had a wonderful success last year with a solo show called Climate Facing. It's a show that has done incredibly well all around the world. It just, and when I put it on, the timing was just perfect for it. It sold out before I'd even opened. And it deals with a very important subject, which is sexual assault, which, following the Me Too movement, it's sort of all that timing, and it's in the air, there's the vibe that's going on, and it just seemed to hit the mark. And it's a fantastic piece of theatre, and my actor was superb in the role, so that just really went off. But look, there's so many that I have really enjoyed doing.
And that's an important message about the sexual assault and all that stuff, because that is something big that people just don't understand in this day and age.
It was an education for me too when I started to do the research on that. I had no idea of the statistics involved, the degree of sexual assault that goes on. And the worst part about it, that if a woman is brave enough to take her case through the courts, what she has to endure and the chances of getting a conviction, the system is really stacked against it, and it's not right, and it does need to change. And that was something that I really learned through putting on that production.
Well, yeah, it's amazing. It's like, did she have to record it with a timestamp to prove it?
Exactly. I mean, it all boils down to who you believe. Was there consent or was there not consent? And that is so difficult to do.
Now, if you had a song to pick that would represent you, what would it be?
A song to represent me? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a baby boomer, and I love that late 60s, early 70s kind of music. Pink Floyd, Jimi Hendrix, of course. And in fact, it might even be a Jimi Hendrix number that really is in my bones, something like Along the Watchtower maybe, or something like that. Yeah, can't help it, sorry.
Do you have any, what social media links can people find you at?
Well, I do have a website for my theatre company, but otherwise, I'm just a person that is not huge on social media. I have Facebook that is pretty well my family and my friends. I don't kind of open it up to the world. and I have Instagram, but I don't use it a lot. Again, it's just a few people, so I don't know, it's just the way I prefer to do things. I can be contacted through the website on my Plumb Theatre website, but other than that, yeah, that's how I like to keep it.
Any final words for our viewers?
I just think you're amazing. You know, I think the fact that you're so passionate about, well, here we're dealing with Power Rangers, but whatever that series is, I mean, I just, like I said at the beginning, without you, we are nothing. And it's a two-way street, and we're in this together. And I think the way that you have all come to this place here and talked to me and said the most wonderful things, you know, it made me feel good about the character I played. It's just such a fantastic feeling.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
You are welcome.
Until next time, bye.